it works. So many of you obviously heard me talking about VR and everything over the past couple of days, weeks. And today's the day. I don't know, maybe you've already noticed what's on my desk. Right here is the brand new Pimax Crystal Light headset. And this thing is sweet. Very, very comfortable. Like, the cushions are absolutely amazing. Like, all this interior cushioning. It's super nice to take on and off. Like, it obviously it unfolds like this. There's one cable. This cable does both. It has power and display port all in one. There's one cable, comes out the back. Comes with these really nice controllers. These controllers actually surprised me. Like, it almost feels like you're not holding anything. It's so lightweight. I guess, you know, it has to be lightweight if you're so it feels like your actual hand. But yeah, they're nice. They're very nice. All right, so we're obviously not going to be using these today because we're going to be playing Star Citizen. My first ever game to play in VR is going to be janky ass. No, I'm kidding. It's going to be Star Citizen. The exciting part is we are now partnered with Pimax, which means that you can check out all of their products via our very own referral code and even use some channel exclusive discount codes. There's multiple discount codes. There's a basic one if you just type Tom Beckhauser, but there's also there's a specific one for the Crystal Light, which I have here. For that one, you need to type Tom Beckhauser 26L. And then there's the Pimax Crystal Super, and that one is Tom Beckhauser 26S. Super, S for super, L for light. So anyway, let's give it a go. Let's give it a shot. Bro, this is crazy, bro. Oh shit. Okay, first of all, let me get rid of oh, this is jank. The inventory is super fucked. Like, a lot of these things, I think I just don't have them set up right. Wait, what does the mobi-glass look like? It works! The mobi-glass is pretty cool. I don't know why his arm is, like, up here, but I can see everything, and it looks good. Oh, and I can... Wait! The cursor is also my eyes. The good thing about VR is, even when you're in the server era, you can look around. You can't do that. You can't do that if you're not in VR. Alright, this is what I'm looking forward to the most. Is flying a ship in VR. Ho 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 ho! Okay. Hurting my eyes a bit. Picked a great ship for VR? Okay, I'm happy to hear that. Oh yeah, I did pick a great ship for VR. I see that now. Oh damn. Oh boy. All right. Very bright.
Contact confirmed.
All right, let's see how we do now. I can't aim for shit. I don't know if it's the VR. Like, because there's now two moving factors, you know? It's not just the ship that's moving, it's also my head that's moving. Yeah, you probably have to get used to it. That's definitely true. Oh! I want to do more ship combat. But I don't know if I want to do it with this ship. It looks heavier than it is. I'm gonna say that. It's really big, but really lightweight for its size, definitely. Let's try an FPS mission. Problem is switching between sticks and mouse and keyboard for me, actually, at the moment. Because I have to recenter it every time, obviously. That's just something to keep in mind. If you have a different setup, and your sticks are mounted to your desk, maybe you're not gonna have this problem. I struggle with not seeing my keyboard, actually. No way. When you aim down sight, it is calibrated to your right eye only, as if you were looking down an actual sight. Are you serious? Yeah. If I close my left eye, I can see it perfectly. If I close my right eye, it's slightly black, like slightly offset. That's actually really cool. I don't see my ammo count, and I don't see my crosshair. Bro, this is hard. I genuinely say that it is difficult to play this in VR. Just like everything's moving. Bro, look at the details on the gun and everything. Ah! Bro! It feels so real. I turned on DLSS and this runs pretty smooth, not gonna lie. I'm dead. Or not. Get the fuck out of here. We should go back and do some more space combat. I think the VR is more fun in the ship. I mean, it's still fun FPS, but I think the FPS stuff is still a little too janky. Whereas in the ship, there's not much you can fuck up, you know? This is sick, dude. Look at our shadow. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is sick. Yeah, now that I fixed the setting, everything's crisp. I would like to try combat again because it was super jank when I was doing it. Time to do the killing. Oh yeah. I can see now. Crystal clear. Bye, bitch. I was seeing everything twice earlier. Now, okay, now we're talking.
Done and dusted. Nice one.
Dude, it already feels pretty natural, I think. I mean, it's still gonna take me a lot of time to get used to this, but it already feels pretty good, I think. I'm not wearing a helmet! Oh my god. Alt H. I can't see my keyboard, man. So VR headsets aren't airtight, exactly. Yo, what's up, my boys? Damn, this is a terrible landing job. This is a friendly location, though, right? Just here to pick up a present. No way, the present is a plushie? Yeah, but for those of you asking about the weight of the headset, I'm sure the website, if you type !Pimax, it will say the weight. What moon is that? Just don't underestimate the amount of setup it takes. So now that I've spent a little bit of time with the settings and the pupil distance and everything. Alright, looks like this is it. Is there room for me on the pad, bro? I love that in third person you can also kind of look around. It's kind of a cheat code, dude. I'm like in God mode, eagle's eye, like eagle eye view. What is it? That's crazy. Some of the animations seem a little scuffed. Drop off the gift. Nice. Gift delivery complete. Whoa, look at Crusader, guys. There's a guy coming. Maybe we can sneak on his ship. You think this guy's buying or selling? If he's buying, it would be more fun. Yeah, he's selling. So this looks like a place where people come to sell. I think he saw the stinger and got scared. You want to pull, bro? Oh shit! Get up. Okay, bro. All right, FX, stay hidden. Stay. Don't go on the landing. Don't go on the landing pad. Ah shit. Okay, never mind. I thought he would get more. Yeah, he's not worth pirating anyway. If he came for $3, we're not gonna pirate. That's cringe. Goodbye. Wait, what? This guy's an interesting flying style. Let me take a look at the Stinger in VR. Ooh. That shot is pretty spooky. Standing in the back there. Pretty crazy. Look at that. All the way and all the way. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's crazy. Dude, I love how high quality the assets are in Star Citizen. That's beautiful. Am I? Oh no, it's just when you're holding something in your hand, you appear shorter because you're like in like a combat stance. Oh, I just hit the mic. Whoa! Yeah, he wants you to get out of here. Cause he's trying to access the freight elevator and you're in the way. I guess no more Stinger for you, bro. What's the verdict so far? So far, it's a lot of fun. I still have to get used to a lot of things, and I think my settings are still not dialed in properly. But so far, man, VR is crazy. It's a lot more, let me say it this way, it's a lot more effort to play the game. But then I would also argue that playing with sticks can be a lot more effort as well. Also like Pimax, everything about Pimax just feels really, really premium. Oh. Yeah, the animations are a bit scuffed in VR still. Oh, I never noticed that the wrapping paper is like textured. You notice a lot more detail in VR. Because you kind of get like a closer look at everything. It feels very, very immersive. Like the sounds coming from left and right and and everything, but the speakers are not actually touching your ears. They're kind of like dangling here, you know? Just walking through your ship in VR is it feels quite special. Even Sylvan himself, the guy that does VR for Star Citizen, was recommending Pimax to me. And so far, honestly, as far as VR headsets go, I can't complain. I don't know. Obviously, I don't have much experience with VR, but I don't know what I would change. And to be honest, today was really kind of just like a test run, right? We're gonna get it better. Is it improved over normal screen experience? I wouldn't say it gives you a competitive advantage, because honestly, the biggest competitive advantage in Star Citizen at the moment, I think, is FPS. And since the VR headset runs at a very high resolution, I think you will have lower FPS in VR than you will have if you're just playing on a monitor. Therefore, I actually, if I were to try and fight other players, I would not want to be in VR. I think VR is for immersion, for fun. As of right now, with this performance, the performance is great. I mean, it's smooth, but I don't know. I think I would still rather be on a monitor if I was doing PvP. Look at that, we're on Microtech in VR. One thing that's super annoying in VR is the inventory still, but hey, VR is still experimental, so don't judge it too hard. I am shocked at how well Star Citizen runs in VR. Oh, and Pimax is coming out with an OLED model soon. Do I notice I framed it? Honestly, no. It is shockingly smooth. Like, obviously, we all have to be clear about this. It is an experimental feature, so yes, there is broken UI elements. There is broken interactions that still aren't polished. It's still experimental. But the actual VR itself, I mean, like, me being able to exist in the game and, like, look around and, at stuff, like, it actually works. Last stream, I had the headset on for at least 4 hours, and I didn't feel any eye strain. I didn't feel any discomfort. I mean, you are wearing something on your face. You can obviously feel it. It has some weight to it. I mean, even though it is a lot lighter than it looks, because it is such a huge headset. It seems so heavy. It looks like it's going to be really heavy, but for its size, it really isn't. But maybe if you have like a weak neck, maybe you'll feel it after a couple hours. I mean, I do get up occasionally, like I go to the toilet or something. I take it off for a minute. Maybe that helps, but I don't know. Honestly, I'm very positively surprised about everything. Both Star Citizen and Pimax have surprised me. I actually tried the headset microphone the other day as well, and it is really good. The headset mic is genuinely really good. But I do want to test something real quick. So you see what the cockpit looks like from here? So if you use right Alt L, you get night vision in your cockpit now, which obviously is really cool. But now, what I'm curious about is, what does that look like? All right, so it's actually attached to the cockpit. That's cool. Did you see that? And it actually glows, kind of. That's crazy. That's going to be very helpful, honestly. Night vision is going to be very helpful, especially if you're doing like Jump Town at night or something like that. That's going to be really, really, really cool. I'm telling you guys, there's nothing like this game. You see how everything is genuinely physicalized? Like the night vision cockpit is... I'm not sitting in the ship, but you can see it just exists in the world. Like it's still there. You can look through it. I think the Wolf is such a great example because the cockpit opens sideways, so you can kind of look through it from both sides. Dude, EVAing is so insanely cool in VR. This is sick, dude. Are you guys, like, seeing this? All right, we got it. Good night, Dominius. And done. So, that was my first experience of VR in Star Citizen. I really liked it. I think there's a lot of potential, a lot of improvements to be made, of course. Obviously, it is still an experimental feature as of 4.6 and the near future, so please keep that in mind. However, that should not stop you from jumping in, giving it a shot, providing as much feedback as possible. I'm sure Sylvan will very much appreciate that. Also, I would like to thank Pimax again for providing me with this awesome headset, this being the Crystal Light in particular. If you are interested to see my settings for Star Citizen in VR, they'll be on screen right now. Feel free to pause the video if you need to. And yeah, if you're considering getting a headset like this yourself in the near future or right now, make sure you click the link below. Use the discount code Tom Beckhauser or one of these temporary codes on screen for the Super and Crystal Light models. As always, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it, and hope to see you all in the next one.